Hi, my name is James Yang. I'm an illustrator and I live and work in New York City. I get this a lot from people. Oh, you're so lucky. So lucky. You can live anywhere. Anywhere in the world. Anywhere. Anywhere. I would love to do that, but I have a real job. Anywhere, shut up. Anywhere. So anyway, we're going to talk to some illustrators who do live anywhere in the world and see how that works out. And see if that's the life for me. My wife is originally from Hong Kong, and we thought it might be nice to spend more time in Hong Kong. So quite honestly, I'm scared. I'm really, really scared. I may have a fake job, but my fake job lets me afford one of these. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hi, I'm Hanoch Piven, and I'm here with my friend Isabel Klett, who is a German illustrator who lives in Barcelona, and I'm an Israeli illustrator who works for New York and the United States and lives in Barcelona.
Why did you leave New York?
I just hated living in New York and I wanted to move away. Living in New York was sort of taking charge of my career. And even though I was very fearful of leaving New York because I thought the magazines weren't going to call me anymore, on one hand I think, my career suffered in certain areas. Some magazines stopped calling me with the frequency they were calling me before, but so many other things developed in my life which couldn't have happened if I was still living in New York. So illustrators, we have a gift with our career, and we are free. We're not, depending on language, so we can live wherever, and we can work from wherever. And
especially with the modern techniques, this wouldn't have been possible 20 years ago or something, but nowadays
yeah. I mean, when I first left, I was sending stuff via FedEx. It's really personalizing your career to your needs. Let's walk to the studio.
Okay.
That's Isabel.
That's me. I'm also very happy in Barcelona. And I'm very happy I have met Hanoch here, who I coincidentally met actually.
You met my wife.
Your wife in language class, exactly. And that's 7 years ago. So yeah, the sun is shining.
Right.
And it's really warm.
And now we're walking to the studio. So this is my studio full of my regular objects, and here you can see the email from James Yang. How's the video coming? We need it ASAP. This is hysterical James Yang.
Finally, we made it.
That's it. Bye bye, New York.
Hi, I'm Michael Bartalos. I live in San Francisco, and I'm most in my element right here in Japantown. Yeah, it all takes me back to that first trip to Japan. Why, it seems like just yesterday. I've always loved Japanese pop culture, so it was pretty exciting to be finally visiting the land of my childhood TV heroes. I heard that living and working in Japan could get pretty surreal, but I was just glad to make my flight on time. When I arrived in Tokyo, I felt oddly transformed and totally in my element. I was off to meet the art directors. Sure, some art directed more than others, but they were all great, and I'd gotten my first job. And then another, and another, and another. I had triumphed, and along the way, I'd experienced all the popular culture I'd hoped for, and contributed to it too. I could have stayed forever, but visas do expire. Hello? Moshi moshi. Hey. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yes! Another job in Japan! Excuse me, gotta go.
My name is Fernanda Cohen. I'm an illustrator. I'm from Buenos Aires. I live in New York. I've been in New York for 8 years. Some of the juicy experiences I've had traveling and working. I was commissioned to do the cover of the New York Times Magazine in 2004, 2 days before New Year's. And I couldn't turn it down, so I said yes, even though I was in Buenos Aires. And I was leaving for this beach town called Punta del Este in Uruguay in 2 days with my grandmother, who was 80 at the time. So I said yes. It was the cover of the New York Times with Bush at the Oval Office and then 3 inside illustrations. We went to Punta del Este. I brought my scanner and everything else with me. I don't drive, and I didn't drive back then either. And so my grandmother would, the hotel didn't have Wi-Fi, so she would basically take me back and forth every time I had to turn in sketch or make changes, which happened a little too often with the cover. And so that went on for a while, but I met my deadline. The cover was published, and I did the inside illustrations, and it all worked out. So I got married in June 2007, and I went on a very long honeymoon. We went to Turkey, Greece, Germany, Austria, Spain, Italy, and France. And all this time I was doing an ongoing illustration for the New York Times, and I just couldn't say, I'm sorry, I can't do the job anymore. I had a contract. So I did my work every 10 days from all these different places. I was lucky that some of them had Wi-Fi and some of them didn't, but I had my memory stick, so I would just bring it to an internet cafe and I would just check on the feedback on my BlackBerry, and I got it all done, and I even got new assignments. I'm a workaholic, so I couldn't turn them down either, even though they were not that big. There's always a good excuse not to turn down any work. And it all worked out. So if you want to travel again and work, you have to bring your flat scanner, your laptop, your memory stick, your art supplies, and a BlackBerry if you can. Thank you. I love New York, I love Buenos Aires, and I love illustration.